The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John.
Glory to you, O Lord.
6 days before the Passover, Jesus came to Bethany, where Lazarus was, whom Jesus had raised from the dead. There they made him a supper. Martha served, and Lazarus was one of those at table with him. Mary took a pound of costly ointment of pure nard and anointed the feet of Jesus and wiped his feet with her hair. And the house was filled with the fragrance of the ointment. But Judas Iscariot, one of his disciples who was to betray him, said, "Why was this ointment not sold for 300 denarii and given to the poor?" He said this not that he cared for the poor, but because he was a thief, and as he had the money box, he used to take what was put into it. Jesus said, "Let her alone. Let her keep it for the day of my burial. The poor you always have with you, but you do not always have me." When the great crowd of the Jews learned that he was there, they came, not only on account of Jesus, but also to see Lazarus, whom he had raised from the dead. So the chief priests planned to put Lazarus also to death, because, on account of him, many of the Jews were going away and believing in Jesus. The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
This is a beautiful story, the beginning of Holy Week. A story of friendship, a personal friendship. Jesus, Martha, Mary of Bethany, Lazarus, and some of his apostles. And Martha, as usual, doing all the donkey work, preparing the meal, serving the meal. And Mary, with this extravagant and surprising gesture, a gesture born of love, and a warm and generous symbol of her friendship, and an act of delicate respect. And it was understood by those in that circle who were indeed friends, understood by those touched by gospel friendship. The only sour note in the story is Judas, who makes a legitimate complaint, but his timing is dreadfully wrong, and his sensitivity to the deeper meaning of what was happening. And so he is gently corrected by Jesus. Mary's gesture of love deepened the love of those who were in that circle of love already. And Jesus gently reproves Judas by saying, "Leave her alone. Let her keep it for my burial." Jesus could see a deeper meaning because he knew what was in store for him in the rest of that week. And And so Jesus reminds all of them that this is the week of his hour. But it's also very interesting that it's not implausible to think that he learnt from Mary of Bethany the power of that symbol, because in the same week, on the Thursday, he used a very similar gesture, washing the feet of his disciples, washing all of them, and sealing their friendship, their loyalty to one another with that washing of the feet. And proposing that as a symbol of how we are to serve one another, wash one another's feet, but serve those in need and comfort those suffering, and strengthening and deepening those touched with gospel friendship. And so right at the beginning of the week, let us learn to respect others and the generosity they manifest, even if we think it extravagant, to see a deeper meaning and learn the beauty of these simple gestures of kindness, respect, and most of all, of love. Amen.